One of my favourite things is eating. I'm very keen on food. Sometimes I eat as many times as 3 times a day, but I don't think I've been doing it right. Talking of Wright, yes, my very good and close friend Karen Wright is here. What is this? It smells magnificent already.
Right. Well, Matt, you know, barbecues don't have to be all sort of bangers and burgers, do they?
Okay.
I mean, for years and years and years, well, for 30 years I've been cooking barbecue. But I've learnt recently that, you know, you need to sort of ring the changes a little bit and just get away from stuff. So, well, you know, I thought we'd do something a bit sort of American.
Yeah?
But it doesn't have to be sort of chili dogs and that.
Okay.
So have a look at the ingredients,
Well,
Matt.
I can't help but notice this, which
Oh,
is
well.
a big bottle of
Well, that's a clue.
bourbon whiskey. So I'm going to say that comes from the southern states of the US.
And we've got, what have we got?
Well, we've got little bird's eye chilies here. They look great. We've got some coriander, am I wrong?
You're right.
We've got some limes.
Yep.
Working my way across. We've got onion, chili peppers. We've got celery, prawns. This is not all for one dish, surely.
Well, it's for 2 people, really.
You've gone to town.
Yeah. So we've got some sausage.
Yep.
It is sausage, but you can't have a barbecue without some sort of sausage. So we snuck that in.
Yep.
That's chorizo.
Chorizo.
Yeah. And in here,
Yep.
this is chicken thigh that I've sort of cut up a little bit. And I've already put a little bit of oil, and this is your next big clue.
It says Cajun on it. So we're not just south, we're deep south. We are all the way down the Mississippi Delta to New Orleans, the home of Cajun food.
I see.
What is it? What are we making?
Well, come on, just think about the ingredients. What have we got? Begins with a J.
Begins with a J. Jugged hare. Eh?
Jugged hare?
Jugged
Where
hare.
did that come from?
I'm going to say jambalaya.
All right,
There we go.
jambalaya. So
Okay.
first thing I want to do, though, is just cook this bit of chicken off a little bit.
Gotcha.
So I'm using this, it says paella pan on the box, but of course, a paella, a risotto,
Yeah.
and in our case, our
Jambalaya.
are all sort of the same family, but just from a different
It's a ricey
country.
dish with loads of great stuff thrown in for flavour.
That's it.
And cook it off over a little bit of time.
That's it.
Brilliant.
So
Okay.
I'm just going to pop these into there. I've already put some oil in here,
Magic.
so it's not sizzling because I haven't had the pan on long enough, but that's okay. Just turn it up a little bit.
Oil on the chicken.
Oil on the chicken, and I've been sort of, it's called marinading, isn't it, if we're going to give it its correct terminology. But that's just gone in there, and I'll just
Love it.
pop. Thing is about camping,
Yeah,
you can just put your pots on floor.
you can.
I mean, you can do this if you like, because I want to pour as a drink.
Do you?
Or would you like to pour the drink?
As long as there's a drink,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter who
I'll
who
do
does
it.
I'll do the drink if you
Okay.
want.
You can be
So
the
I'm right
butler.
here.
You can be the butler.
Right, I'm going to go.
So this is from
This is from Kentucky.
Kentucky.
It's not Louisiana, but it's not all that far away. It's only a matter of.
Have
I
you
don't know,
been
a
to
few
these
hundred
places, Matt?
I have been to Nashville, Tennessee. I have been to Kansas.
Oh, that's a windy city.
Do you know, it's the only place I've ever been where they have hurricane bunkers everywhere.
Yeah.
So there are warnings everywhere about what to do in the case of a hurricane.
Well,
And
it was the Wizard of Oz, wasn't it?
That's right. We're not in Kansas anymore, Toto.
Toto.
Yeah.
Click your heels.
Yeah.
Dorothy.
There's no place like home.
That's it.
So I've been
So
there.
you've been there.
That was an interesting place. Cheers.
Cheers.
I think I've made that quite strong.
It's delicious, you know.
It's good, isn't it? God.
That's absolutely fabulous. So you're right. Anyway, back to the cooking. I've just sort of browned that off. Now we need
Gotcha.
to sort of soften
Yep.
the trinity.
The Holy
The
Trinity.
holy trinity of
Celery.
celery in the pan with a bit of a.
Flourish. I like it.
You've got to enjoy yourself.
I am enjoying
Well,
myself.
is this what you've got to do? Haven't you got to have a little bit of fun with your food?
Le Oignon Rouge.
Oh, do you think we need all that? Maybe not.
You don't want an imbalance. do
I've
you?
just put about the same.
Chuck it in. What are you going to do with it otherwise?
All right.
It's
Okay.
just going to sit around.
Okay. And these
And
are little. These are those little pointy peppers.
Padron,
Yes, if you
Yeah.
say so.
like that. Stop doing that.
Did you? Padron.
Padron. in go the padron, and you leave the seeds in, or is that? Just...
Yeah, because they're not chilies, are they? It's
Okay,
just,
so you're
it's
all
just
right with
pepper.
that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We're camping, isn't it? I can't be
You
bothered.
just take what you give
And
me.
look at the colours there. I mean, that is so fabulous.
I love that.
I do. But
You
I mean,
are a colourful cook.
I was just going to say, I'm colourful in every sense of it. My house is garish. I think so myself when I go in. I think, oh heck.
You think sometimes I've overdone this?
I do.
It's like
But-
it's like the set of a children's TV programme. Is that what
You're
you
right,
think?
yeah. Yeah.
So that's browning off nicely.
That's sort of just softening those.
Yep.
I mean, really, this shouldn't take any time because we've got rice over there, which I've already sort of bought in.
Okay, so the normal risotto process, you'd put in raw rice,
Yeah,
fry
and
it,
you cook it in the
and then
this.
cook it.
Yeah,
So we're going for
Yeah.
jambalaya espresso.
yeah, yeah. That's what
Love
we're doing today. So what should we put in next, my dear?
Ooh,
Shall we put that chocolate
Well, I was going to say because
that's going to give off
that gives everything flavour and colour, doesn't it?
Yeah.
As well. I love
nice
it.
big fat sausages.
God, I love the look of that.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah, I'll do
Go on
that.
then.
Yeah.
You place it. That's it, lovely. This is the washing up
Yep.
section. So that's going to, of course, as it warms up, it will give off those lovely oils anyway.
And then they suffuse all the vegetables.
Yeah.
Everything goes a
Coats it.
beautiful goldenly orange.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. At the end, we've got some of the prawns, but
Yeah.
they don't take a great deal of cooking.
So you'll put those in last.
Last, I would say I would.
So they don't get too battered
no, we don't
and
want
damaged.
them sort of tough, do we?
No.
We can put. I know we've got seasoning in here,
Playing with
but
fire.
shall we? Do you think this is too much? I want you to be the judge of this one.
Don't
You've
make-
been
don't
to
make,
these.
get me responsible. I don't know what I'm doing.
Well,
You've been on Bake Off.
I know, but
I'm
this.
on Watchdog. I just tell people when they're doing it wrong.
Well, come on then. Am I doing it right? All
I
right.
have no idea.
Well, we're
No,
just
you
just
can't-
because we're just going to give it a little bit more
Yeah,
in there.
yeah, that's good.
You
I
can
like.
tell
I do
these
like
came from
things
a really
spicy.
good supermarket.
Oh, that one. Yeah,
That one.
yeah. Not one of those two.
No.
Okay.
Not one of those two.
You know what I mean, and you know what I mean.
Well,
don't
I
you?
normally go. You mean?
Well, actually, I like them.
I don't know whether garlic, but I mean, I had this in the fridge, so I thought we'll
Yeah.
just a bit of puree.
But you know what that is? That's a classic caravan
It's
stroke.
camping caravanning.
There you go. Convenience. You're allowed a little bit of a convenience thing.
What I like to do, Matt, mostly I cook everything from scratch, but I like to carry with me the makings of one meal that I can make out of tins and packets.
Right.
So just imagine you set off on a Friday night after work,
Yep.
you have a breakdown or you're in a traffic jam, you get to the campsite when it's pitch black, you're shattered but starving.
Yep.
It's something that you can make really quickly. And I think it's important not to be too, there's a time and a place for everything, isn't there?
There is.
So, some chicken going back in now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Pop that back.
Reintroduce the chicken
Reintroduce
to the
that
equation.
in there.
Love it.
Okay.
So is this what you use? This?
This is my. I like a charcoal barbecue.
Yep.
Very much because you get the. I think it's the anticipation
Yeah.
that I like most, and that's why I like talking about my mum. She says, "I'm hungry." I said, "It's not about the food, Mum. Always, it's about the anticipation."
Yeah.
So when you light your charcoal barbie, it can take what, half an hour?
Can do.
45 minutes maybe, and that's when you can think about it, sit there, relax with a glass of wine or something, and it's not rushed.
Not only that, you're sending a message to everybody else in the site that
Cooking.
you are cooking, and then they get jealous.
Yeah, I'm just
They
going to
put it
pop the
down.
lid on that to get a bit of heat in.
Love it.
Okay, so all we've got to do now, apart from the very last thing with the prawns, is put maybe a bit of stock in there, the rice and some tomatoes.
So we're talking about chicken stock.
Chicken stock.
Makes sense.
Yeah, chicken stock.
So that's going to be. Then you've got to judge your fluid just right because the rice is already cooked. So you don't
Won't
want too
absorb
much.
anything, no.
You don't want it to be sloppy, do you? You don't want it to be like
I
a
mean, it
soup.
will reduce a little bit if you do make a mistake and put too much in. Obviously, it will reduce if you cook it down a bit. But no, we don't need all that. It's a matter of sort of eyeballing it sometimes, and you just learn as you go, don't you? But it definitely needs some. So let's put some tomatoes in first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look at that now.
Do you know what my favourite aeroplane drink is?
Aeroplane drink.
Yeah. You know when you
Oh,
get
when
on
you go on the.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you ask for?
Well,
You go-
I like a little tiny miniature of Bacardi and Coke.
Ooh.
That's what I like to have.
That's old
Or one of those miniature Prosecco's because you feel ever so fancy.
with a little plastic cork that just pops off.
That's it. So here we go with a little bit of chicken stock there.
Yep.
Right, and we'll just...
This is very exciting.
Isn't it?
It's got all my favourite things in it.
And
already.
have you not noticed we've got some something else on a plate there?
Well,
Matt?
I was going to ask about that. That looks like a bit lonely now because everything else has left the table.
Yeah, it's tuna.
So we've got tuna steaks there. What's going to happen with them?
Well, they're going to be, while this rests a little bit, because it won't go cold very quickly.
Okay.
I'm just going to griddle on the attachment there. The tuna steak, because they only take a couple of minutes, and these as
Corn on
well.
the cob as well.
So let's have a see. We'll put the rice in. Then if you can get all of it in good, if not,
We don't want to go mad.
No.
We've got to mix it through.
grind of.
Do you find when you are in the van and out and about, do you find there is more waste? Are you more wasteful? Are you less wasteful? Have you got it down to a fine art to make sure everything gets used?
Well, I always use everything if I possibly can.
Yeah.
You know, it's sort of inbred into me that I don't throw food away.
Yeah.
So now there's just the two of us. It's fairly easy, I think. And John is a very easy person to cook for.
Is he? Is he just grateful?
He's very grateful as long as you don't give him rice. So
Oh.
fortunately, he won't be joining us for this.
More for the rest of us, John?
He won't eat rice, and he's not very partial to pasta.
Oh,
So
okay.
I mean, if I was going to do a cookery book, it might be something based on potatoes.
So if he doesn't like rice and he doesn't like pasta, I'm going to say John is like, he's a fine figure of a man.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Athletic. Is he of athletic build?
Yes, he is. He's meat and two veg, isn't he?
Oh, okay.
You know, at the end of the day, it's what he grew up with that.
Excellent.
So I'm familiar with what recipes we have and what quantities we need and everything. And
Right.
I use fridge ends up a lot. Do you know that term?
Fridge ends.
Fridge ends. Fridge end food.
Isn't that a town in South Wales?
Probably because Bridge End. Bridge End.
Okay.
Shush. Yes. So if you got the end of the week and you're short, waiting for payday,
Yeah.
then you think, I can make a meal out of something surely. And if you go in your fridge and your cupboards, my favourite one actually is I've usually got loads of eggs.
Oh.
So like a Spanish tortilla, frittata, whatever you want to call it.
up.
And all of this sort of stuff
Yeah.
could go in with the eggs.
The great thing about frittata is, right, it's always good.
Always.
Whatever you put in it is always
It's
good.
fantastic. It's
I
fantastic.
did one the other day with kale. So I take the big stalks out of it, I fried up the kale and then put that in a pea and ham hock frittata.
Wow.
It was, people thought I had created magic.
Are you serving it to other people as well?
I was serving it to our friends and they thought I was a really good cook.
You see, that's the thing. If you've got people coming around, you can actually you can overthink it and go really over the top with what you're going to do.
Yeah.
And why not give them something you do normally at home like
Egg
that?
on toast.
Oh. Egg on toast.
With loads of ketchup. you know.
Right.
Yeah.
So, come on, have a little peek.
I'm happy with that. Do you think it's going a bit quick? Are you happy with the heat? What do you think?
I am. I
You
am
are?
happy.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm happy enough.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
You know what's going on. And that the chicken was not cooked all the way through, but it's going to be in there.
It's going to be, and I'd also cut it into small.
So it doesn't take long to go
Doesn't take
through.
a lot. And I like to use chicken thighs rather than chicken breast if I
Okay.
can,
For the flavour.
and because they're cheaper.
Okay.
Flavour, they've got a bit of fat in there, so they're juicier, So that's, and you can buy them now already sort of deboned and de-skinned. You don't have to mess around doing all that sort of stuff. So that is what I always use.
Have we left enough room in here for our prawns?
Oh, I forgot about
prawny
your
friends.
prawn friends.
It took me ages to do that.
Yeah, you did. You deveined them, didn't you?
They're
Because I
deveined.
foolishly bought them and hadn't even given that a second thought that they would need that little slight operation.
It was so easy, honestly. It was.
I know, I was watching you.
It was not an issue.
Watch and learn.
These hands are so finely tuned.
Yes.
It's I'm like a prawn surgeon. I don't know. Literally,
Yep.
I could heal a prawn.
Yeah, you missed your way in life,
I
actually.
have. I could have.
You could have done so
helped
much better.
Poorly
for yourself.
shellfish. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
So I think really, in all seriousness, perhaps they should go in now.
Let's do it.
Yeah, and then we'll just anoint them with a little bit of lime juice and some chilies and some coriander
Oh God.
and Oh, look. So the horrible grey colour,
Yeah.
initially, why is that?
That is because they're sad. I don't know.
It's a very modern colour.
They're unwell.
No,
I don't know.
this is a natural colour of them uncooked. So people think, oh, they look awful, there must be something wrong. This is what they're like.
So what happens to them in the cooking process to
Yeah,
turn them pink?
I don't know. That must be something scientific, eh?
You think?
We should look it up.
This is looking so good, Cass.
Yeah, isn't it? Isn't it?
I mean, this is already better than anything I've ever eaten on a campsite.
Well, yes, exactly. I mean, it does look so tremendous.
Yeah.
It does remind me of a paella.
Yeah.
But remember, this is our
Jambalaya.
jambalaya.
So interesting. I mean, obviously.
Oh,
the-
look, they're going.
Kiss, kiss,
It's like magic.
Oh, look at that. They are.
Oh, it is.
Now they're happy prawns.
That is so exciting to me.
Yeah. It's great. Lid
Put
it.
them in. Yeah, lid on.
it, because then they'll all go pink.
So I'm going to just get. Do you want to just do something with those chilies?
Whatever you want.
And
Seeded,
then,
seeded, unseeded,
I-
deseeded. I don't know. I
just
think we've got quite a lot
a
of
lot
spice
going
in
off
there.
in there, haven't we?
So I might just take the seeds out.
This is
Using-
coriander just for a scattering of.
Okay.
We've also got some parsley, which probably isn't a traditional thing, but you know, sometimes if you've got this, which I have,
Yeah.
happen to have here, then I wouldn't not use it just because it's not actually authentic.
So would you typically add that to the process later then? Because you want it to keep some shape
Yeah,
and
yeah. This I wouldn't stir this through. This just goes on
go-
the top.
just a little
Yeah, a little
flourish
bit of a
at the end.
garnish. Yeah, and we've got some lime juice ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I'm getting rid. I don't know how many of these you want.
No, it's fine. That's plenty.
And
It's
go
more
in-
really for just to have on the top so that it looks extra pretty.
And do you want them just like the skins, like that, or do you want them chopped?
I would probably chop them
Roger.
a little bit. Let's have a look now at these beauties. Ah, look!
Oh my God.
Oh, look! It's fabulous.
What's John
it's
thinking, not
It's like
eating
painting
rice?
by numbers, isn't it? When
Why
these
would
go
you
this
not want
pink
that,
colour.
John? Look at it, John.
He's disappeared. He's gone away.
He's gone. It's because the rice. He's scared. He fears the rice. Right.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Right. Yeah,
run
please
through
do,
like
please
that.
do. Please do.
Love it. I
Oh,
love
wow,
it.
Wow, wow, wow. So, this freshens it all up and everything.
Lime juice.
Gives it that zingy, zing that we're looking for.
Yeah.
And you need a. Have you got a firmer squeeze than me? Because I haven't got a.
I'm legendary for my grip.
You're a legend. You're a legend in your own lifetime. You.
Oh.
It's a tough one, isn't it?
Oh, as Gladys Knight said, there go the pips. Oh dear.
right,
I
okay,
wish I'd done better
I'll
than
leave
that.
that alone now.
Yeah.
And then I think just
Just scarp those in.
yeah, but just those on so we can see
Oh,
everything.
okay. Let's give them a little sprinkle.
Yeah.
Sprinkle it.
Oh, this is
Ah.
bad. This is great.
You're not excited about
I'm
this?
very excited. You see. So just pop that to one side.
One of the great things about jambalaya is it's one of the foodstuffs celebrated in song.
I know, and I was going to come to that soon.
Yes.
Because obviously I do know you quite well, and I do know that you like to play instruments and you
consider-
like to sing.
Yes.
And I was going to ask you to do that very thing. Both of.
Would you like me to sing jambalaya?
Yes, I would like you to sing Jambalaya.
Actually, the song Jambalaya has many foodstuffs in it, in the chorus. Jambalaya, crawfish pie, filet gumbo.
Filet gumbo.
Filet gumbo.
So, Matt,
Right.
we've done. I think we can just get
Do you reckon
this-
we're there?
I think so. I think we're
Awesome,
there. I
awesome.
think we just need to get it because I want to do the tuna.
Might need
Yes.
Something to
We've
hold
got
it with.
another one down there by your guitar.
Roger. Oh,
Just
there's a-
carefully place it over here.
Yeah. Jambalaya, flyer.
This is where all the other people and the emplacements on the campsite come sniffing around to chat.
Well, tough, because...
Let's have a little look.
Come on! I mean, seriously.
That's
That's
The
jambalaya.
business, isn't it?
That's the business.
right.
It
So
really
you
is.
don't go anywhere.
Happy with that.
So now, Matt, please
Yes.
put the griddle
Oh, griddle.
on top. So I think there's a specific way. Okay. So now it's a barbecue.
So that's got to heat up to get to the point where it's
Yes,
sizzly,
sizzle,
right?
sizzle. So we've just got to get that going now then.
This is the thing I want to ask you, because it's been a problem for me for all of my adult life. How do I stop that sticking to that? Because it always
stick, don't they?
Always.
Well, I think we can play crafty here because it has a tendency. I've already oiled the fish with this pastry brush, but I think we can also just maybe brush this.
Double
maybe.
whammy.
Double whammy. Garlic infused olive oil even.
Nice.
I'll just pop a bit into that dish just for a receptacle. So yeah, just paint
a picture.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. Painting the griddle.
Painting the griddle. So when do you think it's ready? How do we tell?
Do you think that needs a bit of Cajun on it? Or is that over Cajuning things?
Well, I think for the purpose of experimentation.
Should we do one?
One.
Good answer. So we'll do...
There's a fat one and a thin one.
Do the thin one.
Okay.
I'd say do the thin one in Cajun spices. Just a little, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Jamie Oliver doing that.
Casting a spell.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Food is magical.
Oh, tell me
It
about
is. I mean, you know, it's one of the great things, and people ask me about, like, when it's baking in particular, they say, well, how do you know things are done? And you have to really use the senses we've been born with often tell us when things are ready. We can hear the crackle of a cake. You can listen to a cake and hear it to see whether it's still doing its stuff. Obviously, smell, touch, everything. Right, that's smoky.
Do it, righty.
And then I've got these little ones.
Southern.
It is. I've sort of put them in a pan and boiled them for a bit, so I know the soft. So it's just colour them up,
giving them a little bit of a suntan. Cool.
So do we have to leave this because I'm concerned that they are going to stick? So do we, in a second, just like make sure?
Just give them a little bit. Can I use that on there?
Yeah.
Not gonna. Yeah, it feels like that's a wise thing to do just at this stage.
Yeah.
What about the edges?
So
that's thick.
So does it stay like that for a minute and then you turn it over so the heat sort of travels up and you can see it cooking, can't you?
Yeah.
That one, because it's so thin, look, that can go over.
Boom.
Oh, what?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I'm thrilled. That's really fabulous, isn't it?
And when those Cajun spices on the other side go all blackened and charred, it's like, you know you're in Louisiana.
So, look, these are going.
Yep.
Shall I take that off?
No, I think they can go a little bit longer. So I'm just going to say a little bit longer on that.
Well, I might dish up some of the jambalaya. And then, of course, when we sit down with our bourbon, you're going to sing.
We could do that. So what we're going to end up with, right, on our plate should be polk salad.
Annie.
And then corn on the cob, Cajun tuna steaks and jambalaya. That's the idea.
Yes.
Magic. That sounds like a great meal. What this proves, you know, Karen, is that actually with a bit of prep, you know, and an idea, you can just create.
Every night you can have like a restaurant style meal.
Yeah.
It was easy enough, you know, I just nipped down the supermarket and everything we've got here is readily available. But I just 15 minutes prep before we started. And we've done a lot of talking.
We've done a lot.
I mean, you know, if we were just cooking. So that's going on there.
One Cajun style.
Wow!
Check that
Look
out.
at it.
This one I've got history with, so I'm gonna say that's probably done now. Even if it's a bit still fresh in the middle, that's okay, isn't it?
Yeah, they can come off. I think they're done.
Yeah,
I think we're
happy
done.
with that?
We just need to plate it up, and then you need to get your guitar.
Service.
I'm going to just squeeze this lemon juice over the tuna, a little bit on the polk salad, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, just because I've got it here. Nice. Wow. You tuned? Wow. So what are you singing? Are you going to sing Polk Salad?
Goodbye, Joe, we gotta go, babe, on my own. We gotta go,
Son of a gun,
gonna bing bang
on the bayou.
We need the words. Can we get the proper words? Have you got them? Nice one. Karen's gonna hold it. I'm gonna sing it. 1, 2, 3. Goodbye, Joe. He gotta go, me on my own. He gotta go pull the pirogue down the bayou. Here's Yvonne, sweetest one, me on my own. Son of a gun, gonna have big fun on the bayou. Here we go. Jambalaya, crawfish pie, filet gumbo. For tonight I'm gonna see Mama Sherry meal. Pick guitar, little fruit jar, and big ale. Son of a gun, gonna have big fun on the bayou. What do you think? Are you happy?
Yeah, it looks fabulous. It looks really fabulous. So let's dig in.
Here we go.
I'm going to start with a polk salad.
Oh yeah. I'm going to go with the post. I'm going straight into the tuna.
No, let's have a go. These little prawns that change colour like magical things. You know,
We could almost be in the deep south. That's it. You're officially a Southern Belle now. From Wakefield. You made it all the way to
Southern
New
Belle.
Orleans from Wakefield. Well, there you go. The one and only Karen Wright. I was a commis chef for a day. I've got mouthwash with people. Hold on.
it's been the best fun here.
Have you enjoyed it?
Have I enjoyed it? Yeah. I mean, we've done an amazing meal. We've had some laughs. You've sung to me.
I shouldn't be surprised, but it is really good, this.
It's good.
And it's also warming, you know, so if it's a bit of a chilly day on the campsite, this will give you that inner glow for a little while.
Yeah, definitely. Central heating for grown-ups.
There you go.
Yeah.
And the bourbon's helping as well.
Yeah. Oh, cheers anyway.
Cheers, darling.
Thank you.
Nice
Really
work.
appreciated
Nice
it.
work.